Hello everybody, hope y'all are doing good out there today. So this is the second part in the Clawhammer Basics video series. In the beginning video we went over the parts of the banjo and the basics of clawhammer, the idea of what kind of style it is. In this video we are going to focus more on the right hand. And I showed you in the last video how to get the basic motion down that's referred to as a bum. And then after that, in this video we're going to talk about the actual rhythm of clawhammer that is often referred to as a bum ditty. So let me arrange the camera here. So you do not need to worry about your left hand at all. We're only going to be focusing on the right hand, the hand that's going to strike the strings. So in the first video we talked about how to hold your hand, how that you should lay it over the banjo, and you're going to make kind of like a fist shape, something like this. And how this is going to work is you're going to come down on the strings like this. And I'm using my middle finger, and that middle finger, the nail on that, is going to strike one of those strings. And in the last video I left you all practicing doing this right here. Now I made mention on your thumb. You ought to have your thumb extended outward toward the neck of the banjo, and as you come down, that thumb is going to rest on the smallest string right on the top. Now, I advise you all to work on the first string. As you're doing this, practice hitting that first string like this. And just resting your thumb on that top string. And this is going to be very awkward at first, but you'll get the hang of it. And remember, you're not plucking the string like a guitar with your finger. You're not doing this number. You're going in like you're hammering toward the head of the banjo. That's why it's called clawhammer, because your hand's shaped like a claw, and you're doing this hammering motion. Now, so once you get comfortable being able to do this motion, the next part to learn is the ditty and the bum ditty. So the bum is to go down and strike the one string. The ditty is this. And that's called ditty, is how they refer to it. Ditty. Bum, ditty. Bum, ditty. And that's going to be your normal rhythm. You begin by striking a single string with your nail, and then you strike another string, or the same string again, but this time you pluck this top fifth string with your thumb. So strike, strike, thumb, strike, strike, thumb, strike, strike, thumb, strike, strike, thumb, bum, ditty. Bum, ditty, bum, ditty. That is the basic rhythm of Clawhammer Banjo. Once you get that down, once it seeps into your muscle memory, once it gets into your mind and your heart, you're going to be able to go. And that's going to be the basic rhythm. Now, I advise just working with the bottom string and the top string. Strike the bottom string, strike it again, and then hit the top string. Like that. That's how I highly recommend you work on it. Once you get more advanced, you're going to be able to vary this. But I recommend getting this down first. Just keep practicing that till you can do it without thinking. And don't worry about speed. Speed will come with ease. Do it as slow as you want. Just get that motion down. And with the thumb, it's not an over-exaggerated motion. It's not. You can just barely hit that thumb string. Most of the sound that's coming out of that fifth string is just coming from lifting it off. So keep practicing on that. And just get that rhythm down. I'm going to show you all what a more advanced version of the bum ditty will look like. It'll look something like this. That's a more advanced version, and I even added in what's known as a little drop thumb there. That's a lesson for another day. For the meantime, just get used to this rhythm. get that seeped into your muscle memory. You'll get that in your mind. Once you do, you're really going to be ready to start rolling on the banjo. Again, don't worry about your left hand yet. You're working on getting the rhythm down. So that's where you need to begin. And once you get that down, you are well on your way to being able to play a clawhammer banjo very effectively. Though I will say, I am going to add a little bonus in here, so that if you all get that down and that gets easy for you, this is a way to pep it up just a little bit that will make it much more exciting to play, because you're going to start hearing music in it. So let me give you this little detail. So once you get your bum ditty down, again, you're doing both of your strikes. The first strike and the second strike are both going to be on this first string down here, the D string. All you got to do to make this way more interesting is strike the third string, the string right there in the middle. Strike it. And then that'll be your bum. So instead of striking your first, strike your third. And then strike 3 or 4 of the strings. See how I'm doing that? Now, you don't have to be very worried about precision at this stage here. When you've got your basic bum ditty down, you can do this. So all we're doing there is we're turning the first bum into the third string instead of the first string. So we're hitting this middle G string. And after that, we're strumming G, B, and D, the third, the second, and the first strings. Then we're just hitting that same 5th string with our thumb. So it's the exact same motion. And that's really what you got to do, is you start to get it down. And once you really get that down, you can hear how you can sing along to that very nicely. And as you play that, you're probably going to start hearing songs you could sing along with that. Like the Worried Man Blues is one that always comes to my mind. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. All that rhythm I just did there was just the bum ditty, and all I was doing was I was hitting this third string, then strumming, and then picking with my thumb. Bum ditty, bum ditty, bum ditty. Now, as you advance in this, you can hit any note. Any of these strings on the banjo can be your bum, can be your first note, can be the first strike. It could be the lowest, the middle, all the way up to the highest. The thing to remember, though, is whether you're doing a single strike, whether you're doing a strum, and in that strum you might hit all 4 strings, 3 strings, 2 strings, or you could only hit 1 string. That's all up to you as you learn it. Just remember that you're always going to be hitting that top string with your thumb. So whether you're going or the motion stays the same, and that's why it's absolutely vital to make sure you get that motion down. If you can get that motion down and get that straightforward, you're really going to be ready to go. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Y'all, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.